morning. Thank y'all for watching. Well, I mean, technically nobody's watching right now because I literally just went live. But I know this is going to look kind of weird to have like one eyeball done. But last night I hopped on the Facebook group. If you don't know, I have a Facebook page that's got about 8,000 or so people on there now, which is pretty exciting. And I showed and did some show and tell with the new Savvy Minerals products that I recently acquired. If you don't know, they just recently launched kind of their spring summer collection, and I didn't get everything. I probably will have everything fairly soon, but my first order, I didn't order everything. I just ordered the ones that I was the most excited about and most appealing to me. And so I put some on and whatever. And one of the two of the products that I really loved the most was the Captivate blush and the Anchors Away lip gloss. And this was a huge surprise to me. I was not expecting to like this as much as I did. Even looking at it in the tube, I was like, oh, I don't know. It looks kind of orange, but oh man, you'll see when I put it on. And then the Captivate blush I thought would be good for kind of the way that I use Passionate Blush, because I use Passionate Blush as blush. I use it on my eyes, I use it on my lips, and I think that you could do the same thing with this Captivate color, which is, they say it's a matte pinky beige, which I guess, but it's warm. It's a warm pink, not a cool pink. So these two go really nice together. So I thought I would go ahead, since I'm wearing this kind of burgundy top, that I would go ahead and do that. And I've already done one eye, if you can see here. It's a pretty simple eye. I just did spoiled foiled. It's always fun to say. Spoiled foiled on the lid, and then I did Captivate in the crease, and then I used a little bit of Captivate and Multitasker to darken that outer corner, and then along the lash line I just smudged a little bit of Multitasker, and then I also kind of just lightly dusted some Multitasker on the lower lash line, and then mascara. So I'm going to show you how I did that on this eye, and then do the blush and apply the lips. So here we go. What I like to do, the way I like to foil my eyeshadow, and if you don't know what foiling is the process of applying a shimmery eyeshadow wet. It is not just wetting powder. The reason that it's called foiled is because it gives it an even more metallic or foil-like look on your skin, and so it only applies to shimmery stuff. So I put a little bit of spoiled in the lid here, and I just give a little spritz with the misting spray, and then I smush it around with my Savvy Minerals eyeshadow brush, and get it nice and incorporated. And the reason I like to do it in the lid is because I can go back and reuse this. I can just re-wet this or reactivate it. If you're into painting, you can do that with some like watercolor paints. You can let it sit and dry in your little pan, and then just go back and re-wet it, and you don't waste anything. So this works the same way. So I'm just gonna lightly tap this over my lid. I find that I get the most impact that way. And you see how it gets super shiny? Okay, so that's there. And then I'm going to take some Captivate, put a little bit, again, put a little bit in the lid there, and go in with, I probably should use my Savvy Minerals brush for that, but I've already got some on here, so. So anyway, there we go. And I'm just going to lightly windshield wiper motion that in the crease and just above, because I have hooded eyes, and if I just stuck to the crease, you wouldn't see it. And it just looks, it's just a nice warm shade on my eyes. I just love it. Look how pretty that is. And then I take this is the brush that came with the holiday collection. I love this thing. And what I did was I just took a little bit of Captivate on the brush, and then I have a little bit of Multitasker in the lid here, and I just swirled those together, and then I'm gonna just lightly apply that in that outer corner. This is optional, and I went a little bit ham there, but that's okay, because I'll just come back with my brush with Captivate and blend that out. For my eye shape, I need a little bit of something in that outer corner to give me the illusion of bone structure. So that's why I do that. It's not necessary. You can totally skip that step and go straight to the liner part. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to take the other end, which is like a pointy brush, and I'm going to go into the multitasker. Okay. And I'm going to run that right at the lash line, trying to stay pretty close to the roots. I don't want a very dramatic liner look for this. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I'm just focusing right at the lash line. Okay. And then I'm just going to touch up right there where I went a little bit over. Okay. And then I use another, you can use the tip of this brush, it would work, but I have a little larger one. And I just go into, again, a little bit of the multitasker and Captivate, blend it together, and lightly run that. Make sure to tap off, because that'll prevent, the fallout and a mess under your eye. Okay, and I just ran it lightly under there. And now I'm ready for mascara. I always like to curl my lashes because they kind of grow straight out and they're blonde, they're invisible, and curling them really helps make them look a little bit more substantial. And then I always do the mascara trick as well, again, because I have largely invisible lashes and they're pretty thin and sparse, as you can see. They're not impressive. But I take another brush and I dip it into some of the veil, and then it's weird nobody's on live with me this morning. Most mornings I have somebody on with me. And then coat it with mascara. Coat it with the veil, and then I go over it again with another coat of mascara. I typically only do this on the top lashes. I don't do tons of stuff on my bottom lash line, again, because of my eye shape and because my eyes tend to water a lot. I have lots of sinus allergy stuff, as do most people who live in South Louisiana. My eyes water. They water from the environment. They water from just yawning. And I just got mascara on my nose. Okay, so that's the eyes mostly done. The only other step that I like to do is I go in with a little bit of Wanderlust right in that inner corner there at the tear duct area. Oh, somebody hopped on. Good morning, whoever you are. And up into this like shadowy part with a little bit of Wanderlust, just to add a little bit of lightness and brightness there. So those are the eyes done. Super easy, super simple, daytime appropriate, I think anyway. So now we're going to move on to blush. And one of the comments somebody was making in the video, and one of the concerns with this Captivate is similar to the concerns people had over Passionate, that it wouldn't really work for fair skin tones because it is fairly dark, as you can see. But the thing about blush is it's meant to be buffed out, right? It's meant to be just a wash of color, not super saturated like an eyeshadow would, right? So not as saturated as an eyeshadow. So the blush is pigmented for sure, and it's a deeper shade, but when you apply it lightly with a large fluffy brush, you're covering a large area with a little bit of product, and it just diffuses out, and it just gives you a lovely blush, even for somebody with fair skin, which I'm going to show you right now. So I probably should use, again, the Savvy Minerals brushes. I don't know why I'm doing this. And because this one is matte, I don't need to do anything special to it to reduce the shimmer. So I'm just going to go right in with my blush brush here. Tap off, and then just in light circular motions, focusing primarily on this roundest part of my cheek, the apple of the cheek, and then buffing out into where I put like my bronzer and stuff. Do you see? I mean, it's not, let me turn this light off. You see that? It's not overpowering in any way. And I'm pretty fair. So don't you fret about Captivate. It's a beautiful shade. And like I said, it's a versatile one too, because I used it on my eyes. And you see how it got more concentrated on my eyes because of the tool that I was using and the way that I was applying it. You know, I was using a smaller brush, more product, smaller brush, more concentrated color, less product, larger brush, more diffused color. You see how that works? There you go. I love this color. I'm really excited about it. So before I move on to lips, which is the grand finale here, I'm just going to apply a little bit of Wanderlust as a highlight on the tops of my cheekbones. Again, turning my face to see where the light hits the planes of my face and applying it there, tip of my nose. And then I like to go in with a little bit on the Cupid's bow too, which is that little dippy part on your lip. That's the technical term. Okay, here we go. Last step, lipstick. Well, lip gloss. This is Anchors Away. And like I said, when I first got it, when I saw it in the catalog, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that. And then I saw the pictures of that they posted, or that I saw posted and shared on the page of people wearing all the lip products with, people with different skin tones and stuff. And there was a girl that had the girl with the closest coloring to me was wearing this, and it looked amazing on her. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a try. And it arrived, and I was like, I don't know about that, but y'all just wait. Y'all just wait. Here we go. Look how pretty that is. And I think it works really well with the Captivate. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love this. Now, one thing to keep in mind, because lip colors are a very personal thing, not just preference-wise, but dependent upon the pigmentation in your lips. So if you have super pigmented lips, this is going to look darker. And depending on the hue of the pigment in your lips, it could look a little more like reddy, or it could look a little more orange. So that's why I think that those pictures of it on different skin tones is super helpful, because you can see from photo to photo, on one person it looks really orange, like super orange, and then on another it looks more like burgundy almost. So so that's something to keep in mind before you buy. Go ahead and check out those photos to see, to get a better estimation of what it would look like on you. So anyway, that's the finished look. I just need to do my last step, spritz with the misting spray, because I love it so much. It smells amazing. And I actually added an extra drop of rose to mine. Whew, it smells amazing. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. I know only a couple of people were able to hop on live this morning, and that's fine. I'm going to post this. It'll be available for replay in a few minutes, and then I'm going to post it to the Facebook page. If you're not already a member of our Facebook page, you want to definitely come on and hop over there. We have lots of discussion every day about the Savvy Minerals products and application tips and troubleshooting and all those things. And that is Savvy Girls Guide on Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at SavvyGirlsGuide_YL. I'd love to chat with you in either of those places. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.